Hey guys, Sick Motion here with the 6.5 patch notes, opinions, review thing. I'm not going to talk about it that much, but clubs will be coming out in a few days. I think this is kind of their attempt at replacing the Void with now solo queue is ranked 5s basically. Clubs are now a thing, kind of to replace old team rosters and tags and whatnot. Um, it's been a while since we've seen Azir, another fix to him. Gnar, there's a range indicator update, but there's a bug where monsters and minions tossed by Gnar's ult would receive damage after brief delay rather than upon landing, and I was noticing that with champions as well sometimes. So I haven't played Gnar in a while, but I guess that's fixed now. Some changes to Hecarim here. A couple nice ones. Devastating Charge's bonus movement speed is now multiplicative. So you get a lot of move speed out of that, which makes you get a little bit more damage out of your passive, obviously, but it lets you get around a lot easier. And now it has a knockback distance that scales with how far you've traveled. It's shorter than it was before if you're up close, which shouldn't really matter. And up to 450. The thing that about this is they haven't addressed it in this patch, so I'm assuming it's still a bug where you can kick someone on Hecarim and you leap to where they are and you're trying to kick them further back from where you leap from and you push them 180 degrees in the wrong direction, so you basically trade places with them and in a lot of cases save them. Or if you're trying to push them to your team, it ends up pushing them to safety and you did all that work to go behind them. It's a really annoying bug. There's also a bug where he just doesn't do damage with his E sometimes. The time I noticed it the most was during Fiora's E, or no, sorry, Fiora's Q, where she dashes around. If you hit her mid-dash with your auto attack with your E, sometimes it just doesn't do damage. So it's very frustrating, but they did fix a bug that helped Hecarim, where he could move while rooted. I've actually never done that, but I haven't played much Hecarim lately because of the before stated bugs. But I guess they fixed that, so maybe they'll fix the ones that'll help him one day. Jarvan, big buff. His shield is now 12-second cooldown at all levels rather than at level 5. So you can shield a lot more often in lane. It'll make you a lot more durable. Cataclysm is now a lower mana cost and now deals damage to all targets trapped inside. So it's a giant AoE nuke if you're AD Jarvan, which is pretty intense. I played Jarvan on the PvE with this few weeks ago, and it did a ton of damage. Also, the one on the PBE would drop an extra flag in the middle of your ult, but I guess they removed that. Caustic Spittle reduced by 20 mana, so there's a buff there. Attack speed growth stat increased by 2% per level. That's a buff, and everyone's like, why are they buffing Cog? But now his W does no longer gains attack speed from it. So the attack speed was moved over to here. They just keep stat transferring stuff on Kog'Maw. He's basically just a stat check rather than anything else, because you're just like DPSing like a target dummy because you don't move really when you're shooting with the 5 attack speed if you get there. Now deals scaling damage base instead of just a minimum of 15 damage, 15 to level 3, but then it goes higher, but it also starts lower. Nautilus, straight nerf to his E damage, 5 per level for 25 at level 5. Makes sense. He's really strong. Pantheon got a nerf as well. He's really abusive in lane. A lot of people didn't realize that, so a lot of people were confused at this nerf, but I guess he's been being played in the LCS quite consistently as well. So the total bonus attack ratio to champions and base damage to champions is lowered. I'm pretty sure, I didn't read through all this, Heartseeker always did double damage to champions, so I'm assuming this base damage to champions is that doubled amount, is what they're showing. I'm not entirely sure though. Let's see, what else do we have here? Grand Skyfall is 100 mana cost from 125, but they nerfed it quite substantially where it no longer refunds the mana when cancelled, and if you cancel it, it's a 30-second cooldown rather than a 10, so you can't just keep lining up for ultimates and not being punished for it. Quinn's Q no longer causes basic attacks to miss. So for instance, if TF throws a gold card at someone, Quinn hits him with the Q while the gold card's in the air, the gold card will just fizzle, basically. So that bug was fixed. Slice and Dice now generates Fury on both casts rather than just the one. So that's a nice buff, nice quality of life buff, and just straight buff to Renekton. And his ult got nerfed at level 3, but buffed at level 1 and 2, so it scales a lot more smoothly throughout the game rather than level 2 being double level 1 and 4 being quadra level 1. It just goes up 250 per level. Increase the visibility of Sen's shield while channeling, and the targeted ally screen now colored tinting during Stand United's channel. That's for team fights that are just going absolutely crazy, and you can't really tell what's going on with all the particles. It'll be more visual effective. What else do we have here? Shizwani, Flail of the Northern Winds increases. Sorry, I keep pausing here. I'm like falling asleep. I meant to do this earlier. Flail of the Northern Winds increases the speed at which Shizwani's basic attacks reset. So I guess that's just for smoother auto attack reset transitioning. Her E has higher base damage at lower levels, but the same at the max level, and now shows the area of effect on the target indicator, so you can more betterly plan out your prisons. So Soraka also, let's see here. Soraka Star Call, reduced mana at all ranks, reduced cooldown at all ranks, but they changed it. It now slows all targets other than just in the center, but doesn't do bonus damage to the person in the center anymore. And the bit of a change here. It gives her rejuvenation, restoring health per second, and granting movement speed while not moving towards enemies. So it's basically run the hell away buff. And Astral Infusion. So it's gonna make her really annoying to catch, actually. Astral Infusion. They changed the base healing amount, but if you cast it while under the effects of rejuvenation, so you're actually doing stuff in lane and not just being a heal bot, you're hitting your Qs. Soraka gives her target rejuvenation as well for a second, depending on a second duration, depending on the base rank of Star Call. No longer increases Star Call's healing amount against champions, and you can no longer heal minions. So quite a few changes to Soraka. Straight talent nerfs here. His ult costs 100 mana at all ranks now rather than just max level. And the cooldown on it got increased quite a bit for level 1, a bit for level 2, and very slightly for level 3. So it's 5 seconds longer at level 3, but 25 at level 1 there. So that's gonna hurt his early game slightly. Urgot got some interesting changes. He can now cast his W while channeling his R, so he can shield himself up while channeling his R. And now fears enemies 375 units around Urgot for 1.5 seconds after completing the swap, so you don't just ult in and just instantly die. So I think that'll actually help him slightly. Vi got mana reductions on her E at early levels, and the damage has gone up across the board, so nice buffs to Vi. Devour only gives 2 stacks on Rift Herald rather than 5, so Dragon's going to be a lot more contested between Rift Herald junglers, Rift Herald junglers, and Devour jungles rather than just going straight for whatever one the other jungler isn't going for, or trading those big objectives. The Dragon will give you more. GA got reduced by 200 gold, so it's now the same price as a Zrop portal, and now gives you 30% of your maximum health or 700, whatever's greater. So buffs there straight across the board. It's now total experience to reach level 30 is reduced by half. So for new players, this will be nice. I wish I had this. And for making Smurfs, it'll be a lot easier as well. Because once you get to level 20, if you've ever made a Smurf and leveled up a new character to 30, boy, is that not fun. And a couple champ select things, which are really, really nice. Fixed an issue where, let's see, not those ones, sorry, these ones. There's a sound for trading notification. There's a sound for when it's your turn to pick or ban, like a unique sound telling you it's your turn, not just someone else's turn. So that's very, very nice if you're kind of like half asleep while you're in it. And there's a bunch of bug fixes here, so you can check those bug fixes if you want. We're just gonna keep it short here. And where are we here? And there's two new skins, Maokai looking Kazakhs and super middle side boob LeBlanc. So check those out as well. Thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully it helped. If you found it helpful, make sure to give it a like, sub to the channel if you have not already, if you want more videos like this. We actually managed to keep it shorter today. It was a shorter patch, but I actually managed to go through it in about 11 minutes here if we're ending in the next couple seconds. So thanks for watching. My social media links and my stream link in the description below. You can check those out as well, and have a great day.